Just finding a comfortable seated position. You can lie down if you prefer. And becoming present by tuning into the sounds around you, some close by and some further away. And then beginning to gently draw your awareness a little closer to your body, noticing the feeling of your clothes resting on your body and touching your skin. Seeing if you can sense the air gently touching, enveloping your body. And begin to relax into your legs. Relax your hips. Soften into your belly. And soften into your chest. Relax your shoulders. Relax your arms, wrists, and hands. And as you inhale, gently lift into your spine, lifting all the way into the crown of your head. Exhaling, maintaining that lift as you soften into your face. And already seeing if you can cultivate and tune into that sense of a balance between effort and ease in your body. Finding a gentle focal point for your mind with your breath and peripherally in the sensations of your body. So the mental effort is our focus, focusing on what we need to keep ourselves engaged in our practice, but then also relaxing away from, withdrawing from any busyness in the mind. And in our body, creating a sense of steadiness by balancing effort and ease of engaging, lifting, energizing the body parts that we need to, and balancing that out with relaxing, softening, surrendering any body parts that we're not using. And observing how this primary principle of Ayurveda, of opposites create balance, can be brought into our practice in such a way. Now shifting your awareness to your breath, going straight into taking some nice, full conscious breaths. No need to strain, no need to stride with your breath, just deep, deliberate, conscious breathing. And moving into right nostril breathing, just to help invigorate our mind, brain, our body, gently bring us into a state of preparation for the day ahead. You can take your left thumb and gently close the left nostril. You might need to take a couple of breaths in and out of the right nose first, just to help open up that nostril. And when it does feel open and clear, settling into about 10 rounds of right nostril breathing, inhaling through the right nostril, taking your time to exhale through the right nostril. And noticing how this sets a nice steady pace for your breath as well. When you close off the one nostril, it slows, ever so slightly slows down the entry and exit tempo of your breath, helping to not only invigorate your mind, but at the same time, slowing down your thought processes, helping to bring clarity, but also calmness. And let's do 2 more complete rounds on the right side. And release your hand back to your lap, opening up the left nostril. And taking a few relaxed breaths, normal breathing pattern. And bring one hand to your abdomen and one hand to your heart center. And we'll take 5 rounds of Goranga breathing. So let's exhale completely. Take a breath in and say the sound. Goranga. Inhale. Goranga. Inhale. Goranga. Goranga. One more breath. Inhale. Goranga. And relax. Hands to your lap, allowing the mantra to resonate through your mind and heart. And taking a short moment here to set an intention for your practice. Something you'd like to cultivate. Today, my intention in, I guess, my practice and what I'm hoping to extend to you is energy and confidence, and to embody that in your practice and carry that through the rest of your day. Slowly opening your eyes. And from here, lowering the left hand to the mat, raising the right arm up and over, and back to the other side. Starting to move with your breath. So we're just warming up through the spine to begin. Good. Come back to center, twisting from side to side, really just Nice short dynamic movements to warm up and lubricate your tissues. Switching from side to side again. Good. Come back to center and walking your hands forward, folding forward. Reaching out into your fingertips as you anchor your hips to the floor. And press yourself up. Walk your hands back and behind you. And lift. Lifting through your heart center, pressing down into your palms. Let your hips and legs be heavy. So it's kind of like a mini camel spinal lift. Lengthening your spine. If you'd like to take your head back, feel free to do so. And come back to center. All right, coming over onto all fours. Stack your shoulders above your wrists and your hips above your knees. And we're going to start by just working our spine from side to side. So shoulder in toward your hip and hip toward your shoulder, oscillating from side to side. Good. Come back to center and just take 2 rounds of cat-cow. Inhaling, opening and looking forward. Exhaling, rounding through your spine, belly in toward your spine as you draw up. One more time. Inhale, look forward, lengthening through your tailbone. Exhale, rounding and tucking the tailbone. And come back to center. So from here, we're going to do a little bit of a shoulder strengthener to help warm up and strengthen and tone. So your elbows will draw in as you carefully lower down, chin to the floor. Lightly touch the floor. Exhale, press back up, coming back up onto all fours. Inhale. Exhale, lower down, chin to touch. Inhale. Exhale, press back up. Let's do that 2 more times, moving with your breath. One last time. Now lower all the way down and belly legs. Inhale, coming up into half cobra. Really lift, lift, lift. Lengthen through your spine, vertebra lengthening away from one another. And exhale, lower down. This time lifting all the way up, coming into a full cobra. Elbows drawing in, shoulders down away from your ears. Lifting into the crown of your head. Exhale, knees to the floor. Tuck your toes, spreading your fingers and thumbs nice and wide as you lift your hips up. And keeping your heels nice and high, reaching into your sitting bones, pressing down into your palms, and drawing that energy from your palms up through the arms, the shoulders, your spine. And see if you can accentuate the stretch through the shoulders by drawing your belly in toward your thighs and thighs in toward your belly and dropping into your shoulders a little. And then release, spine and coming back to a neutral position, lowering your heels to the floor. Lifting and lowering your heels a little just to warm up. All right, walking your feet forward to meet your hands. Inhale, sliding your hands up your shins, looking forward. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. One more time. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, slowly rolling up, one vertebra at a time. Your head is the last to come up. Shoulders down away from your ears, reaching down into your fingertips, finding yourself in mountain pose at the top of your mat. Now bringing your palms together in prayer position, getting ready for a few rounds of sun salutations. On your next inhale, grounding down through your feet as you reach into your fingertips, raising your arms up above your head. Exhale, folding forward. Soft bend through your knees if needed. Inhale, flat back, either hands to your shins or fingertips to the floor. Exhale, fold, hands to the floor, jump a step, plank. Exhaling, lower straight down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhaling, lifting back into downward dog. Holding here for 3 breaths. Fingers and thumbs are spread nice and wide. Press the floor away and roll your upper arms in toward each other, feeling your shoulder blades slide and hug down the back of your ribs. Lifting into your hips, lengthening down into your heels. Keep breathing. And looking between your hands, jump or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms together. Exhale, hands in front of heart center. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step back. Plank and lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Settling straight into the pose. Cultivating, again, that energetic balance of effort and surrender. And in such an engaging pose like downward dog, you might find your body is highly engaged, and see then if you can soften your mind as much as possible to create that balance. And breathing out, looking between your hands, jump or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. One more round. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step back. Plank and lower down. Inhaling, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Finding your breath. Good. Exhaling completely and looking between your hands, jumping through on the outward breath. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take one breath. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, dropping down into your hips, bending through the knees, coming into chair pose, navel drawing in, lengthen through your spine. If it feels more comfortable, you can go into a more straightened version where your shoulders are stacked above your hips, feeling that stretch and loading through the ankles more. Good. And inhale, pressing all the way back up to standing. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step back. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Finding your breath, settling in. One more breath here. Inhale, floating the right leg up. Exhale, sweeping it through. Stepping your right foot forward, coming up into high runner's lunge. Stacking your shoulders above your hips, raising your arms up. Good. Shoulders down away from your ears. We're going to go into a little transition here. So shifting your weight forward. You can feel free to drag that back toe along the mat as long as you'd like to help you gain a bit of stability. And we're going to take the left ankle and place it on top of the right knee. Finding our chair pose again on one leg and feeling a little bit of a pigeon stretch through that left leg, flexing the left foot, either hands to heart center or raising them in front or up above, up with alongside your ears. Good. And release, taking that leg back, coming back through high lunge and hands to the floor. Step back, lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale to float the left leg up. Exhale, stepping your foot forward. Taking your time to feel and sense into your body, setting yourself up in high runner's lunge. Navel drawing in, long through your spine, taking your arms up. Shifting your weight forward. And keeping that front knee bent as you bring the back leg forward, right ankle to rest on top of your left thigh. Hands to heart center out in front or arms alongside your ears. And dropping down. Find your breath. Good. Exhale. Release. Toes to the floor. Arms up. Exhale. Hands to the floor. Step back into plank. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale. Downward dog. Looking between your hands, jump or step your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bending through your knees, coming up through chair pose. Inhale, pressing up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart center. Take a breath. Exhale out any excess heat. And inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding straight forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, jump or step back into plank. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog, taking a couple of breaths. Feel free to come down into child's pose if you need to. On your next inhale, raise the right leg up. Exhale, step it through. Spin your back foot down at 45 degrees, bend through the front knee, coming up into warrior one. And see if you can lift through your lower back, lifting your ribs right up out of your waistline. And don't be afraid to drop down into that front thigh. Grounding down through your feet, lifting through your upper body. Inhale, reach through your fingertips. Exhale, opening out into warrior two. Front heel is aligned with the middle of your back foot. Strong lines of energy out into your fingertips. On your next inhale, take it back, reverse warrior. And cartwheeling your hands forward to meet the floor and step back, lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Take a breath between sides. Don't mind if I do. And inhale, raise the left leg up. Exhale, stepping your foot through, spin the back foot down 45 degrees, bending through that front knee, taking your arms and upper body up, and pressing down into the outer edge of your back foot, your toes, your heel, grounding down through the front foot, stacking the knee above the ankle,
And we don't want to jar our hips forward or feel like we need to strain to bring that back hip forward, but just noticing if you can draw the back hip forward just slightly, it helps you create a little bit more length and freedom through your spine and upper body. All right, open it out to the side. Warrior two. And when you're ready, taking it back, inhale. And exhale. Cut with the hands to the floor. Step back, lower down. Inhale. Exhale, bringing your knees to the floor. Let's take them out wide and stretch forward into extended child's pose. Resting your forehead to your mat. And we'll stay here for about 5 breaths. Noticing your heart rate, all that beautiful circulation. Checking in with your mental state as well, with a bit of invigoration. One more breath here. And press yourself up. Coming to sit on your heels. Bring your knees together and press yourself all the way up into downward dog. Take a short moment there just to stretch out and then walk or step your feet forward. Walk or jump your feet forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale. Hands to heart center. One more standing flow, and then we'll make our way down to the floor. Inhale, reaching up. And if you feel like you need a little back bend, feel free to take a little back reach here. And exhale, gently folding forward. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Jump or step, plank. Lower down. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Settling into your breath, settling into the pose. Inhaling, raise your right leg up. Exhaling, step your right foot forward. Spin your back foot down, just at a very slight angle, angle, and cartwheel your arms up. You're gonna get ready for triangle pose. Make any adjustments that you need to your stance, but front heel is aligned with the middle of the back foot. Toes are facing to the front. We're gonna raise our arms out to the sides, sliding your hips over to the left, really, really cultivating that reach. So feeling that whole side body really open and lengthen, strong through this supporting leg. If it all feels too much throughout the pose, just bringing a soft bend into it. Lift and engage through your core. And wrapping that left arm back behind you, taking hold of the front of your thigh as you lower your hand down to your ankle or a block. Rolling that top shoulder back, taking your gaze either down toward your lower hand or up toward the ceiling, finding a point to gaze at. Good. Unravel the top arm, soft bend through the front knee, reaching your fingertips forward and floating that back leg up into half moon. Staying here for a couple of breaths. And really engage through the pose, reaching out into fingertips, toes, drawing the hips, the thighs in toward the pelvic girdle. Nice and engaged through the core. And slowly bending through that knee, lowering the back foot to the floor. Sliding that hand to the right ankle, finding yourself in triangle pose. Soft bend through the knee. coming all the way back up to center. And let's move straight over to the other side. So the right toes come in, left toes out. And really, so you're going to offering out to the left side, nice and long, engaging through that left leg, wrapping the right arm behind, reaching through for the top of the thigh, and lower your hand down to the top of your ankle, taking your shoulder back. So even in such an engaged pose, taking that intention from our practice, finding a balance of effort and ease. Where can you engage and where can you soften? And from here, slowly unravel the top arm, soft bend through the front leg, reaching your left fingertips for the floor, engage already. And visualize coming up into the pose and allowing your body to meet you there. Taking the arm up if you feel comfortable, flex through the front, flex through the back toes, and engage and press down through that lower foot. Soft bend through the knee. Bring your back foot to the floor. Slide your left hand to your left ankle, coming into triangle. And bending through the front knee, come all the way up. Turning both feet to face forward, bringing the toes slightly in. We're going to take a nice, relaxed, wide-legged forward fold. Option here, only if you feel up to it. If you're familiar with headstand, I love the transition of going from wide-legged forward fold to popping up into a headstand. If you feel confident doing that and you're not going to injure yourself, if you know your body well enough to do that, please feel free to playfully engage with that transition. So we're going to go from standing position, hands to your hips, lift and lengthen through your spine, elbows drawing in, and fold forward. Take your hands to the floor. And depending on how you're feeling in your practice, if you feel like you need a softening pose after all of our kind of yang engaging poses, feel free to just find a comfy position and passively hang forward, maybe even taking the crown of your head to a block or crown of your head to the floor. If you would like to go up into shoulder stand, creating that foundation for yourself and remembering that shoulder stand is not a neck handstand. A shoulder stand, headstand is not a neck stand. It is really based on creating a really good foundation and lots of engagement and lift through your entire body. Pressing down into your forearms and drawing your shoulders up and away from your ears, lifting through your spine, lifting into your toes. Open through the hips. You can stay out there for as long as you like. Or as short as you like, have a little playtime hanging out. And if you are folding forward, feel free also to walk your hands under or take hold of your ankles. You don't need to be static in one position, although you're more than welcome to be just relaxed. 2 more breaths here. And making your way back up to a standing position by coming into a half lift with hands to the floor. Engage through the thighs, bring your hands to your hips, navel drawing in, lift up. Good. Pivoting your feet to the top of your mat and stepping forward. Take a moment in mountain pose, just letting everything, noticing that nice circulation and also kind of a balancing out of the energetics of doing something really stimulating followed by doing something a little bit more passive. Inversions are always a really nice way to calm our mind. Start calming our nervous system. All right, let's flow down to the floor. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back. Lower down. Inhaling up. Exhale, downward dog. And you can make it a bit of an ooey gooey downward dog if you like, and play with stretching out, winding down a bit. And then when you're ready, finding your way down to a seated position. All right. Taking your legs out in front. Inhale, lift and lengthen. Flex your toes back toward you, reaching for your toes, hooking your first two fingers around your big toes. Lift and lengthen. If you can't quite reach for your toes, you've got your ankle there, or you can take a belt around the soles of your feet and engaging through your upper body, firming through your thighs and folding forward. Scoop in through your belly and lengthen through your lower back as you fold forward. Shoulders down away from your ears. Good. One more breath here. Slowly release. Lift up. Release your hands, bringing your right foot in, taking your right foot to the outside of your left thigh. Hugging your knee in nice and close in toward your torso, your belly. And start by sitting up nice and tall, engaging in the pose, feeling strong. And then from there, taking hold of the knee with your left hand, turning to the right and placing the right hand to the floor or a block behind you. And you just want to lift and lengthen through your spine as you rotate around. If you'd like to go a little deeper, taking your elbow to the outside edge of your knee, opening up through your palm. Lift and spiral, keeping the breath flowing as best as you can in this constricted position. Good. One more breath here. Beautiful. Come back to center. Taking hold of the sole of your foot with your right hand, we're going to draw that knee back, like drawing back an arrow. So your thighs sliding along your side body, knee moving just beyond your armpit. Lift, 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 working into your hip, and then lower the foot down to the top of your thigh. So this is a hip rotation and a hip stretch. Don't punish your knee. Don't punish anywhere else in your body. If this is too strong or it just doesn't feel right, you can place the sole of your foot to the inner thigh of your left leg. From here, inhale, lift. Folding forward. And should feel a little bit like your heel is just gently massaging into your abdomen as you fold forward, taking hold of your foot. Just a couple of breaths here. One last breath. And release. Release your foot, placing it back, extending out through both legs. Take a nice deep inhale and exhale. Bending the left knee and placing your foot to the outside edge of your right thigh. Sitting up nice and tall first, creating that foundation of lift and engagement. And then right hand to the left knee, left hand placed behind you, turning to look over your left shoulder. Lift, 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 spiral, spiral, spiral. Further still, taking the elbow to the outside of the knee. Beautiful. Release. Come back to center, taking hold of your left foot with your left hand and drawing that knee back. Bit of a stretch into your hip. As you draw the foot back, keep lifting the lower back forward. And release, lowering the foot to the top of the thigh. Feeling your knee just gently moving down toward the floor as you fold forward. Taking hold of your right foot or placing your hands to the floor. Finding your breath. And release. Extend your leg. Take a breath. And bring your feet together momentarily in butterfly. Folding forward, reaching your arms out. So you're walking your hands all the way out as you press your knees down toward the floor, feeling nice and grounded through your hips, long through your spine. Maybe rock a little from side to side. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, extend your legs out to the side. Inhaling, lifting and lengthening, walking your hands forward, propping yourself up when you get to a comfortable stretch. So it's really up to you about how willing you are to get uncomfortable, what that feels like for you, a nice, good, deep stretch, or if you just want to work on hip mobility, so just taking your legs out to the side, maybe moving a little from side to side as you rest in this position. But if you are wanting to go all the way down, you can lower your torso down toward the floor, extending your arms out, nice and long through your spine. And we'll stay here for 5 breaths wherever you are. Finding those micro moments of surrender where you feel your body let go a little, drop a little deeper in. Maybe it's physically that your body's releasing, or maybe it's mentally that you're softening. Sometimes it can be hard to tell which one's happening, but we'll take it, whatever it is. All right, one more breath here. Slowly press yourself back up. Come all the way back up to sitting, drawing your knees in, hug in and around your leg, softening into your hips, and then carefully lower yourself all the way back to the floor. All right. Just taking a moment here too. It's nice to have a pause between transitions sometimes. There's little check points as well to notice how your mind and body are feeling throughout your practice. Then we'll take the right ankle to the top of the left thigh, interlocking your hands behind your left thigh, drawing your legs in, using this right elbow to press the right knee away as you draw your legs in. So you get that yummy pigeon stretch experience through the right hip. Shoulders down away from your ears, listening to your body. Beautiful. Inhale. And exhale, releasing your hands, lowering your left foot to the floor, sliding your right knee over the top of the left leg. So you've got a crisscross, cross-legged position, arms out to shoulder height, palms down as you lower your legs over to the left. Slowly moving into a spinal twist. Relax completely when you get there. Navel drawing in. Raise the legs up. Lower the right foot to the floor. And taking the left ankle to the top of your thigh, interlocking your hands behind your thigh,
Drawing your legs in, left elbow pressing into the left leg, moving with your breath. Inhale, feel like expansion, and exhale, seeing if you can soften a little deeper into the stretch. And then when you find your edge, just holding there and breathing consciously, deeply, without any strain. And when you're ready, exhale, release your hands, release your foot to the floor, sliding the left knee over the right, lowering your legs to the right, arms out at shoulder height. And just completely letting go, letting the weight of your legs and gravity do all the work. All you need to do is relax, breathe, sit in awareness of the experience. Slowly come back to center. One final asana, drawing your knees in, taking hold of the soles of your feet, and coming into happy baby. If you want a little extra spice, a little extra sprinkle of energetic um, realignment or infusement, there's a mama point right in the center of your feet. So if you poke around a little in your feet, you might feel just a slightly sensitive spot. You can press your two middle fingers, your ring finger and your middle finger, into that area just gently, and pulse, pressing in and relax, press in and relax. And all the while you're passively stretching your hips, lengthening your tailbone to the floor. Let's take one more breath here. All right, to come out of the pose, cross your ankles over the top of one another and hold onto your feet. So you're coming into just a really gentle bind. This is a nice little relaxed wind releasing position. So good for excess vata. Just make sure your microphone's muted. So you really don't need to do anything. Once you've held your feet and you've found that like nice little sweet spot where you don't really need to apply any effort other than holding on, let your body just completely relax. Let your legs and your knees splay out or sit however they fall, and just trust your body and relax. And this is little disruption to your body as possible, switching your ankles, other one over the top, holding your feet again. You might find that one side over the top or one ankle over the top feels more comfortable than the other. It's natural. Beautiful. And we're going to release here into reclined butterfly, bringing the soles of your feet together, knees out wide, and palms to your belly. Relax. So from here, we'll be making our way into Shavasana and relaxation. You can stay in this position if you like, or straighten out through your legs, coming into classical Shavasana. And seeing if you can move into a bit of pratyahara now, withdrawing the senses, withdrawing your sensory awareness from your external environment, from the kind of gross or macro experience of practicing our poses. and conscious breathing, all of the techniques we've been engaged in. We're going to draw in and away from that experience, being in a state of presence, awareness. I have a body, awareness. My mind is there, but dropping back, sitting within as the silent witness, the spirit soul, existing within the body, silent witness to the mind. Nothing else to do and nowhere else to be. Just relax. Seeing if you can stay just a little longer. If you find yourself getting drawn into your thoughts, just coming back to your breath, coming back into peripheral awareness of your body, drawing away from your active mind. And giving yourself plenty of time and space to just be, something we don't do very often in our daily lives. So making the most of it. Such a wonderful practice to pause without any pressure, without any guilt. Anytime your mind might make suggestions that you don't have time for this, that you've got other things you need to move on to, just reminding yourself that's just mental chatter. That's not you. It's not a truth. It could be habitual thought patterns. And just practicing stillness, practicing softening, practice letting go and surrender. It's okay for me to pause. It's okay for me to rest. It's actually needed for me to rest. And when you're ready, coming back into conscious awareness of your breath. Taking some nice, slow, full, nourishing breaths. And begin to gently rock your head from side to side, starting with small movements and gradually building up into larger movements. And then begin to wiggle your fingers and toes. Maybe make some circles with your wrists and ankles. Stretch out into your limbs. And rolling over onto your side when you're ready. And we'll finish up with a short and sweet kirtan. Joining in as you feel comfortable. Drawing these beautiful sacred sounds in through your ears, into your mind and down into your heart. And when you sing the sounds, singing from your heart. Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana, Mohana. 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 Last time. Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana, Mohana. Gopala, Govinda Rama, Madana, Mohana. Haribol. And closing off our practice by bringing our palms together in prayer position and bowing our heads to offer our respects to one another. Bowing our heads once more to offer our respects to the Supreme Soul. Namaste.